What is compound interest and why it matters? Welcome to today's video. Have you ever wondered how some people grow their wealth significantly, even when starting with small amounts of money? The answer often lies in a financial principle that is simple yet incredibly powerful: compound interest. Often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest is a tool that can turn modest savings into substantial wealth over time. The best part? It doesn't require extraordinary financial knowledge, just consistency and patience. So, what exactly is compound interest? At its core, it's the process of earning interest on your initial investment and then earning interest on the interest that accumulates. Think of it like planting a seed. With time and care, that seed grows into a tree that produces fruit year after year. The longer you nurture it, the larger it becomes. In financial terms, the earlier you start saving or investing, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. In this video, we'll explore how compound interest works and why it's critical to start investing as soon as possible. We'll discuss real-world examples, common mistakes to avoid, and actionable steps to help you harness this incredible wealth-building tool. By the end, you'll not only understand the concept, but also have the motivation and knowledge to take action today. Let's start by discussing why time is your greatest ally when it comes to compounding. The magic of starting early. Time is your greatest ally. When it comes to building wealth through compound interest, time is the most important factor. The longer your money stays invested, the more powerful compounding becomes. Starting early allows you to take advantage of exponential growth, where your investments multiply over time. The difference between starting now and waiting even a few years can be staggering. Let's take an example to illustrate this. Imagine two investors, Sarah and Mike. Sarah begins investing $100 per month at age 25, while Mike waits until he's 35 to start. Both invest the same amount each month, earning an average annual return of 7%. By the time they turn 65, Sarah has accumulated nearly $380,000, while Mike ends up with only about $180,000. That's a difference of $200,000, simply because Sarah started 10 years earlier. The power of starting early is not just about the amount of money you contribute, it's about the time your money has to grow. Even small amounts invested early can lead to significant results over decades. For example, a single $1,000 investment at age 20 grows to over $16,000 by age 70, assuming a 7% annual return. Waiting just 10 years to invest that same $1,000 reduces the final amount to around $8,000, half the potential growth. It's important to note that it's never too late to start. While starting early provides the greatest benefits, beginning today is always better than waiting until tomorrow. Every year you delay is a year of missed growth. So, whether you're 20, 40, or 60, take the first step now and let time work in your favor. Let's move on to see how this works in real-life scenarios with specific numbers. Real-life examples and calculations. To truly appreciate the power of compound interest, let's look at some real-life calculations. Suppose you invest $1,000 at an annual return of 7% and leave it untouched for 30 years. At the end of that period, your initial investment will grow to about $7,600. Now imagine you add $100 each month to that initial investment. After 30 years, your total contribution of $37,000 will grow to over $120,000. But what happens if you reinvest your earnings? Reinvesting dividends and interest is one of the easiest ways to supercharge your results. For instance, if you invest in dividend-paying stocks or mutual funds, reinvesting those dividends allows you to buy more shares, which, in turn, generate even more dividends. This cycle accelerates the compounding process and significantly boosts your long-term returns. Let's consider retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA. These accounts often provide tax advantages, such as tax-free growth or tax-deferred contributions, which amplify the effects of compounding. For example, contributing $500 per month to a 401k with a 7% return over 40 years results in a retirement fund worth over $1.2 million. Without compounding, you would have only contributed $240,000, less than a quarter of the final amount. These numbers highlight why it's so important to invest consistently and reinvest your earnings. Whether it's through individual stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, or retirement accounts, the power of compounding can transform small, steady contributions into life-changing wealth. How to take advantage of compound interest. The first step to leveraging compound interest is simple. Start now. The sooner you begin, the more time your money has to grow. Even if you can only contribute a small amount, the key is consistency. Over time, those small contributions add up and are multiplied by the power of compounding. Automating your savings and investments is one of the easiest ways to ensure consistency. Set up automatic transfers to your savings or investment accounts so that you're consistently contributing without even thinking about it. This approach not only builds discipline, but also eliminates the temptation to spend the money elsewhere. Choose investments that align with your goals and risk tolerance. Low-cost index funds and ETFs are excellent options for many investors, as they provide diversification and steady returns over time. Avoid high-fee investments, as fees can eat into your returns and diminish the effects of compounding. Another key strategy is reinvesting your earnings. Whether it's dividends, interest payments, or capital gains, reinvesting these profits allows your money to grow exponentially. Many brokerage accounts and mutual funds offer automatic dividend reinvestment programs, DRIPs, making it easy to maximize your returns. Finally, take advantage of tax-advantaged accounts whenever possible. Accounts like 401ks, IRAs, and HSAs allow your money to grow tax-free or tax-deferred, giving compounding even more power. Contribute as much as you can to these accounts, especially if your employer offers matching contributions. Common mistakes to avoid. While compound interest is a powerful tool, there are several common mistakes that can limit its effectiveness. The first mistake is waiting too long to start. Many people put off investing because they think they need a large sum of money. In reality, starting small and starting early is far more important than waiting for the perfect time. Another mistake is withdrawing your money too early. Compound interest works best over long periods, so pulling your money out prematurely can significantly reduce your potential gains. This is especially true for retirement accounts, where early withdrawals may also result in penalties and taxes. High fees are another pitfall to watch out for. Investment fees, such as management fees or expense ratios, can erode your returns over time. Opt for low-cost funds and carefully review the fees associated with your investments. Finally, don't underestimate the impact of inflation. While compound interest helps grow your money, inflation can reduce its purchasing power. Make sure your investments are growing at a rate that outpaces inflation, so your wealth maintains its real value over time. Take action today, for a wealthy tomorrow. Compound interest is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth, but it only works if you take action. The earlier you start, the greater the rewards, but even small steps today can lead to significant results over time. Remember, the key to harnessing compound interest is consistency, patience, and a commitment to your financial goals. Automate your contributions, reinvest your earnings, and focus on long-term growth. Avoid common mistakes, such as waiting too long or withdrawing your money prematurely, and take advantage of tax-advantaged accounts to maximize your returns. By understanding and applying the principles of compound interest, you can create a brighter financial future for yourself and your loved ones. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who want to learn about the magic of compound interest. Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and keep building your wealth.